Hello my house, I'm Athina and I'm grateful that you're here with me today. Today we are going to look at messages from your inner child, and this is a timeless pick a crystal, pick a card reading. So whenever you find this reading, I hope that there is a message for you from your inner child. How I'm going to do this reading is I'm going to use tarot cards to get messages from your inner child to you, and then I have 2 oracle decks that will give you advices from your inner child to you. And yeah, you can choose your group based on the color of the dice, the crystal that is in front of you, or you can go to the description down below and look at the timestamp. Maybe there is a lucky number of you there, or a number that you are seeing often. After I've introduced you the groups, I will be leaving you for 1 minute so that you can meditate upon the crystals, the dices, and then I will be, after the 1 minute meditation, I will be playing a different tune for each group. For those that are clairaudient and like to choose a group based on a tone. Of course, everything is also in the description down below, so if you want to listen to the meditation music for 2 minutes, you can go back. If you want to listen to the clairaudient selection, you can go back as well and listen to it more than once if you want to. So let's go to the groups. Pile number 1 has the blue dice, and your crystal is, I believe this is a raw pink tourmaline, either that or it is a strawberry quartz, but I believe it is more of a pink tourmaline than anything else. Pile number 2, you have the red dice, and you have this amethyst cluster raw as well. Pile number 3, you have the orange dice and this raw rose quartz. It is a little bit more on the whiter side of the rose quartz, but it's still quite pretty. So I will now leave you for 1 minute so that you can meditate upon your options, and I will be seeing you at your groups. Bye bye. Number 1, you chose the blue dice and this pink tourmaline, and this is going to be your reading about message from your inner child. I hope you've been doing well. Just a little warning, as I am currently on the journey of learning the Rider-Waite-Smith meanings of the tarot cards. I will be reading most of the meanings from the tarot cards from the guidebook, because it is a lot and I have trouble memorizing. So I hope that you can be patient with me, and maybe you learn with me 1 thing or 2 about the meanings of the cards. Yeah, and after I've read from the tarot cards, There will be the Oracle cards portion, where I'm getting advice from your inner child to you. So at the back of the deck we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to talk about the Queen of Pentacles later. We are going to focus on the 3 cards here first. And yeah, we have 2 aces and the 6 of we have the Ace of Cups, the 6 of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles here. The 6 of Cups, by the way, in reverse. So let me see what I'm going to read from the Ace of Cups through here and see what your inner child is wanting you to know. So, Ace of Cups keywords are abundance, affirmation, and fountainhead. The Ace of Cups signals the beginning of prosperity, of overflowing love, joy, happiness, beauty, or health. There will be a breakthrough. There is fortune in love and marriage. Much happiness and peace are found in a new relationship. If you are asking about romance, which we are not in particularly, this card indicates that a prosperous, joyous, healthy love is coming. The dove represents peace and harmony. In the Golden Dawn interpretive approach, the dove represents Venus as the Great Mother, while the wafer with the cross symbolizes the Earth. Wait, I lost myself. Earth she has created. The theme of the card is spiritual fulfillment. There may also be support, presence, or help from the divine. Streams of water spout from the source of divinity, in brackets, or higher being, the spiritual life force, brackets closed, indicating a spiritual revelation. It could also represent a fountainhead, the chief source of success or prosperity. The concept of an original source. The Ace of Cups can be seen as the indigo child card, denoting the birth of a child who will be remarkably empathic, intuitive, and seem to operate with a strong, maturely developed sense of self. Practitioners disagree on the alphabetical letter depicted on the chalice. Is it a W for Rider-Waite-Smith, the creator of the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, or is it an M in reverse, and if so, what does the M stand for? Mary Magdalene, Magic, Maggie, Magus, and what would be the significance of the reveal? How an individual practitioner interprets the letter affects the specific. We don't have really much of that letter, but I will still read it. The approach adopted by this book is to interpret the letter as an M in reverse, representing the capitalized Greek letter me. It stands here mu, but as a half Greek, it's me. the M in New Greek is me. Perhaps the Old Greek was mu, but yeah, me, which relates to the Phoenician letter mem, m, meaning water. Mem, meaning water. Okay. Like tarot cards, upright indicates activated present energy. A reveal indicates untapped potential or evolving energy. While the true outcome may still be uncertain, the reversed M is thus a symbol of potential energy spewing forth, becoming kinetic. General, the aces of the minor arcana suggests opportunities presented at the corresponding elemental association will indicate the nature of the opportunity. Here, the Ace of Cups indicates a recessive yin or even feminine force surrounding the matter at hand. You will be receiving rather than doing. So basically, your inner child is saying that you will be receiving a lot more love, joy, beauty, health, or you will go through a breakthrough, and your emotional state basically will have a refreshment. And this is coming from the divine, because you have here the hand that is coming out of the cloud. And most of the time this is a significant a symbol of the divine is giving you this. We also have here a heart, so it could be that this something that is being offered to you by the divine is something that you hold dear in your heart, or you will hold dear in your heart, and so on and so forth. Let's see, the Six of Cups in reverse is right there. So the Six of Cups in reverse keywords are clinging, attachment, and puerility. I hope I pronounced it correctly. So the Six of Cups in reverse. Childhood or the past is still a factor in your current life, but it is a negative factor. Something negative from your past will visit the present. The seeker, you are clinging onto the past and nostalgia, unable to progress forward. When the Six of Cups is upright, it suggests positive nostalgia, a positive childhood or memories. In reverse, the Six of Cups suggests negative nostalgia, a difficult childhood or unpleasant memories. The card reverse could also indicate fertility issues in older women or difficulties with disciplining children, or suggest a deep longing for children or childhood. So your inner child is basically saying that, because I'm looking this here as the main message, because it is in the middle, and we have the both aces right beside each other, and like I'm hearing there is a choice. So looks like something from the past is coming to you, and you have either the choice to choose something that will make you happy emotionally, that will be offering to you, or there is this other hand that is offering you the Ace of Pentacles. And I'm going to read right now what the Ace of Pentacles is. And so your inner child is telling you that you will have those two choices, and you need to choose based on what you want. Because this one here, you have heard it, it's something negative from your past that is coming back to you in your present, or you were unable to let it fully go. It could be that if you let it fully go, you will be able to receive those two things, or you will be offered one of those two things and you have to choose which one you prefer, the emotional fulfillment, the joy, the happiness, and breakthrough, or whatever the Ace of Pentacles is. So let's see. The Ace of Pentacles upright. Keywords are offer, new venture, investment, financial gain. The garden represents fertile ground for your ventures and aspirations to bloom. There will be financial rewards, monetary or property gain to come. There may be a new venture in finance or the beginning of financial prosperity. The launch of a new project will yield gain. You are headed for an auspicious and comfortable life. You possess great power for achieving on the material plane. Note that the hand bearing the gold coin appears in the air, suggesting that the focus of this card, and thus your focus, is not on material financial manifestation, but rather on the hand that brings about material financial manifestation. Thus, the Ace of Pentacles, while boding well for securing money and material possession, is about not wealth, but the prosperous start of creating wealth. Also, the light grace suggests that the seeker will need to be prepared to cope with some minor grief or stress related to the financial gain. Though good things are to come, they bring with them a new facet of problems that perhaps you did not anticipate. These problems are minor, however. You will overcome them. The Aces of the minor arcana suggest opportunities presented, and the corresponding elemental association will indicate the nature of the opportunity. Here, the Ace of Pentacles indicates a recessive yin energy surrounding the matter at hand. Like the Ace of Cups, it suggests receipt rather than action. There will be gains for you, but at the hand of a benefactor or by inheritance. It should also be noted that the Ace of Pentacles is the only ace that does not depict leaves from the sacred tree or the tree of life archetype. Comparing the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, and Ace of Swords, leaves float around the main object of the suit, the wand. In the wands, the golden chalice, in the cups, etc., which suggests that for these three aces there is a motive of science, religion, philosophy, and mythology of knowledge. Here, the motive is notably absent. The Ace of Pentacles, while a positive and affirmative omen of success, material gain, and opportunities presented, is also quite cautioned to not lose sight of knowledge, of gaining the wisdom of the sacred tree. As you develop from the Ace of Pentacles, enjoy the gains, but do not permit those gains to steer you off the path of acquiring knowledge. So basically, your inner child is also giving you a warning that you should not forget to acquire something, to learn, to gain more knowledge, because it would be beneficial to you. So now, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see, because I did learn from my friend that the back of the deck card is always the I lost my English there. It's the outcome of the situation. Oh, finally, I found it. So, it's the outcome of the situation. Of course, you have still matters hint that you could change this. So, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, keywords are dependence, in-depthness, self-preservation. There is an over-dependence on others. When the Queen appears in reverse, she is not self-sufficient. In reverse, the rapid darting in the foreground indicates vulnerability and shyness. If the card appears in a reading for someone that identifies as a woman, the Queen of Pentacles indicates her potential, but there are delays before you will reach that potential, most likely due to insecurity and passivity. The card may suggest in-depthness to others, may indicate a sense of self-preservation, dependency on others for financial sustenance. The card could also indicate the negative influence in your life of a woman who fits the profile of the Queen of Pentacles. It could be that this Queen of Pentacles is the person coming from the past that was talked here in the Six of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles, just some of the characteristics is resourceful and intelligent woman, creative in business ventures, rich and charitable, generating prosperity, an entrepreneur maybe, has a lot of material possessions or is interested in material possessions. She has a great deal of pride in her beauty, wealth, fortune, materials, friends and networks. She wields a strong sense of duty and responsibility. She's stylish and has great aesthetic tastes. She has a tendency to be vain or materialistic, tendency to submerge her emotions and not express them others until the point they bottleneck, whatever this should mean. Strong, effective, nurturing, blah. Okay, more or less like this. This is the Queen of Pentacles. So it either is maybe the person that is coming from your past or has something to do with your past, or this could be you. Or we had here as well that, yeah, and the meanings that I said. Now on to the oracle cards to get some advices. So I will be pulling 2 cards from the Starseed Oracle for advice, and then I will pull 2 cards from the other Oracle deck to get other advices. So oops. So we have the Void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So basically one of the advices of your inner child is to stop, to embrace the winter season. It's the season where not a lot is happening. Things are not progressing because, you know, when winter happens, nature takes a break, and a necessary break so that it can recuperate, gain forces, so that when next spring comes it can start to bloom again, and so forth and so on. So it is giving you the advice to embrace your winter season, to stop, to not keep pushing and pushing and pushing forward, to rest, to wait a little bit in this great cosmic womb, you could say, of just being there and waiting for the birth of a new idea or the birth of something new coming towards you. It's more just so like a pause, nurture yourself, embrace the moment of nothingness faster pace. Then we have Breath of the Cosmos, My Will to Thee Will, Micromanaging the Universe. Oh, this is such a good card that I will be reading this one out of the guidebook because it has such a beautiful meaning that I cannot, by myself, I cannot say it better than it is here. So, Breath of the Cosmos, My Will to Thee Will, Micromanaging the Universe. When we rely on our own will, we are micromanaging the universe and resisting the natural flow of life. We are not trusting the mysterious breath of life. We are rejecting the great cosmic intelligence and relying instead on our personal strength. When we do this, we find ourselves attempting to bend things to our will. We spend our time forcing, pushing, and living from a space of trying to. Everyone around us can feel it, and the universe can too. You're being called to stop micromanaging the universe and trust the breath of life, to surrender to the greater will that God, the universe, source, spirit has for you. To move from my will to thee will. When you surrender to the greater will of life, you begin dancing with the rest of life. When you bow to the great mystery and say, please use me, please show me the way, little by little you find yourself living your most fulfilling, authentic life. When you surrender your personal will, when you relinquish control and release the way you think things should be, and surrender to the greater will, you will find yourself being led. You begin breathing the breath of life. Then there is a affirmation that you could use if you want to. It's, I'm willing to stop relying on my own strength and personal agenda and instead surrender to the breath of life. Dear God, universe, spirit, source, whatever you believe in, help me move from my will to thee will. Please lead me, please show me the way. Let me take a sip of water because my throat is dry. So, on to the next oracle deck to give us more affirmations. I probably will be reading this one out of the guidebook because I really love the guidebook. It comes to the point. The message comes to the point, and I most of the time don't feel like I need to add anything else. Let me see, are all cards visible? Yeah. So, your first advice is number 5. Stars, you can manifest your every wish. Let's see. The advice from this card is, stars, you can manifest your every wish. It's time for you to take your goals and turn them into your reality. Create that dream board. Wish on those shooting stars. Write in a daily manifestation journal. Cast a small or large spell. The universe is waiting to give you exactly what you deserve, given that it's best for everyone involved. Keep in mind that you also need to believe that you deserve it. So your inner child is basically telling you, if you want to manifest something, go for it. But keep in mind that you need to also believe that you deserve it. Because we did have some insecurity with the Queen of Pentacles there coming up. They came up. So then we have number 4, Mirror. Treat your body like the palace it is. You've been feeling self-conscious as of late, but the answer isn't to change anything about yourself. The answer is to learn to love the body you've been given. Avoid those crash diets, that extreme exercise, or any other unhealthy behavior. Take strides toward a healthy mindset that accepts yourself as you are, not what you feel pressured to be. Oh, I'm going to read that last sentence once more because it is really good. Take strides toward a healthy mindset that accepts yourself as you are, not what you feel pressured to be. So these are all the messages that I have for you from your inner child. I hope that this helped you. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for sticking with me till the end. I wish you all the best, and I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye bye. I have pile number 2. You chose the red dice and the amethyst cluster here, and this is going to be your reading with a message from your inner child. I'm going to be starting with your tarot cards, and later at the end we have 2 oracle decks that will give each advice for you from your inner child. I hope that you have been well. Do know that I will be reading from the guidebook when I am reading the tarot cards, because I want to learn the correct meanings of the Rider-Waite-Smith. And I am bad at memorizing. So it is taking me a little bit of time to get used to it. I hope that you can be patient with me and maybe learn with me along the way on the meanings of the cards. I'm going to give it a good shuffle. If you're wondering what is this strange sound while I'm shuffling, it's my chair. It needs a little bit of oiling. Oops. The back of the deck we have Justice. I will talk about this after I've read the 3 here. We have 9 of Cups upright. We have the High Priestess in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse as well. So let's see. The nine of Cups I know already. Some of the meanings is wish fulfillment. So some sort of wish will be fulfilled that will make you emotionally happy. You will feel good, but I will read it out from the guidebook just to be sure. So 9 of Cups keywords are wish granted, comfort, material success. The 9 of Cups is considered the wish card, though there is also the slight indication that your wish is materialistic. When the 9 of Cups appears in a reading, material success is affirmed. You will get your wish. Everything will work out well for you. However, overtones of the 9 of Cups include a fondness of luxury and comfort, the fulfillment of superficial desires. Compare the 10 of Cups suggests spiritual fulfillment and wealth in relationships and love. The Nine of Cups suggests material prosperity that feels like spiritual prosperity. When positioned in a spread indicating the present state of mind, the Nine of Cups shows a yearning wish for more material comfort than you possess now. You are pinning for material success, luxury, and comfort, but it is wishful thinking only. The blue curtain cloth symbolizes the curtain around your dream world and thoughts, thus the vision of wealth is still a figment of your inner fantasies, as the man appears surrounded by the blue cloth. Now it can go either way. Either your wish is going to be fulfilled, or it's still just part of of your fantasy. But we will have to see what the other cards are going to say to be certain of which direction this is going to be taking. So the High Priestess in reverse, keywords are deceit, duplicity, hypocrisy, and secrets. Deceit, duplicity. Secrets are present that could be determined to you if the truth continues to be suppressed. Disguises and concealment relevant to the matter at hand may work against you. Again, note the contrast and comparison to the card number 18, the Moon. Depending on the other cards in the spread, the High Priestess in reverse could indicate either untapped potential for psychic intuition or sexual attraction, or negative explosion of one's psychic or sexual powers. When the card is reversed, the Moon is a waning crescent and suggests detachment from the collective unconscious. The link and interchange between your external sensory world and internal intuitive is broken, disconnected. There is a sense of banishing of one's own strong psychic energies, intuition, or spirituality. Well, interesting. Then the Queen of Cups in reverse. Manipulation, jealousy. The Queen of Cups in reverse is a warning that a woman who appears to be tender and warm is in fact manipulative. There could be deceit coming from a close friend or someone you trust. Could indicate the negative influence of the Queen of Cups on you, or that you are embodying the negative personality traits attributed to the Queen. The Queen of Cups in reverse often represents emotional manipulation. So looks like we have here deceit and here deceit. So it looks like there is someone withholding information and the truth and manipulating you, and your inner child is giving you a warning. Hey, pay attention. Trust in your intuition, trust in your inner world as well to see through that deceit. That could possibly be something that is blocking you from getting your wish fulfilled. So let's see the Justice card upright. If I remember correctly, this card means that the universe will strike its thing, and everything will be balanced, and the truth will come out. But let's read it here from the guidebook. Justice upright. Keywords are equilibrium, equity, fairness, legality. The theme of justice is external balance. The Justice card can suggest the balance will be restored in your life, or there is balance to the conditions in your life, but it is hard for you to see that at the moment. The outcome that will best bring balance to your life is the one that should occur. Consider the theme of equilibrium or judgment and how it applies to the situation at hand. Comparing it to the card 14th, Temperance. Temperance indicates internal balance. Justice may indicate that justice, fairness, and a detached impartiality are critical influences or factors in the current situation. The curtain symbolizes a separation of states of consciousness. A traditional interpretation of Justice card is the presentation of a decision that needs to be made by you. You are urged to make that decision fairly, with impartial and with integrity. Like card 6, the Lovers, ethics is relevant in the matter at hand. Comparing. The Lovers is about making an ethical decision that involves you. Justice is about making an ethical decision that involves an external condition, others who matter to you, or a situation outside of you. The Justice card could indicate that lawsuits will be won or disputes resolved. Upright, the verdict that is rendered will be fair to you. In reverse, the verdict that is rendered will seem unfair, but is in fact the objective, fair decision. Consider Newton's third law of motion. To every action there is always an equal and opposite reaction, or the forces of two bodies on each other are always equal and are directed in opposite directions. When you have exerted a particular force, there will be another force exerted against it, one equal in magnitude and opposite in direction, that will create the external equilibrium in your life that is needed in the given situation. Comparing it to the Wheel of Fortune, which suggests the karmic turns of life, the balance of it or equilibrium beyond your immediate control. The Wheel of Fortune is about the universe adherence to the laws of motion. Justice is about the personal adherence within the confined scope of your life. The Justice is about human-made balance and equilibrium. It is about human-made justice. Thus, it could indicate court or legal proceedings in certain instances. It can also indicate the consequences of or decision or actions. What is fair will feel fair. Note further that the nature of justice is it is human-created justice, not divine justice. The laws of man are at play, not the laws of nature or the laws of the divine. Comparing it to the Wheel of Fortune, which suggests a greater divine justice affecting your situation. The concept of human-made justice system is symbolized in the curtain that has been hung up behind the sitting figure, as if covering or shielding the yellow light of the natural world. Hence, many practitioners interpret the Justice card to suggest influences of the legal system, of the literal application of laws. The element of air governs this card, as attributions associated with air will represent the external forces at your situation. Yang energy is dominant. Justice could also relate to the sign Libra, and timing-wise denote the period of September 23rd to October 22nd. Looks like there will be justice made and the decision of equilibrium by some human being regarding this situation here. And it will feel fair. Like things, you will feel like the decisions that were made are fair and you agree with it. So let's see what guidance and advices your inner child has about this situation. So the first is I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. This is such a complicated card that every time I try to remember what it means, I'm unable to. So I always pick up the guidebook. I'm so sorry. But I will be reading it out from the guidebook. I remember. There was a moment before you were born when you chose the conditions of the life you are living right now, when you plotted out the exact moments along the timeline of your life. We live in a world of free will, and therefore these moments become our destiny only through saying yes. The fated life is the one we were born into. The destiny life is the one our soul chooses, and it takes courage and faith. If you pull this card, it's because you're likely now face to face with the choice to follow the destiny life over the fated life, to trust the path your soul is calling you toward, and to remember that this moment was pre-arranged on your life's timeline. You may find yourself at a crossroads, at a moment when you are being called to make a decision, to keep walking the perfect laid out path before you, or choose the one less traveled. You may be facing a change of career, a new relationship, a difficult decision, or something else that requires courage and faith. You're being invited to remember your soul's greater plan and to surrender to it. When you're confronted with a path that's undefined, it's normal for doubt to rear its head. In fact, this is a certain sign that you're facing your soul's greater plan. Every hero in his or her life journey comes eye to eye with doubt. The only way around it is through it. It's all part of the larger plan. Something that you could reflect upon, make a journal entry, and look into the answer within you is to the question, what are you being called to do to surrender to your soul's plan? The next advice that you got is a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. So you have a vision of something that you want to manifest into your life. And your inner child with this card here is saying, hey, it's happening. What you have envisioned will come true. You just have to keep on holding the vision. It's just taking a little bit more time. On a larger scale, it could also be if you imagine how you want Earth and your environment to be, like how you want humanity to be, like more compassionate to each other, more empathetic to each other. Keep holding that vision as well, because the more people do that, the more the universe will make it so that it will happen, because it is like a collective manifestation, and it's something the universe has to give us if everyone is on the boat. Because it's not just one person wanting it and imagining it to be true, but multiple. So keep holding the vision that you have. It is happening, it's just taking a little bit more time. So on to the last oracle deck for today with more advices from your inner child. I'm going to pull 2 cards as well here. By the way, I will be reading that out of the guidebook, those 2 advices, because I found the guidebook, it really comes to the point. It says what it needs to be said, and more often than not, I have nothing else to add to it because it's so good. So we have, oh, I love this. Bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. Number 16. Good thing that my channel is not monetized, because I would get demonetized by this. But anyways, bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. There is no better way to say it. Someone in your life is trying to burn you at the stake. Probably the Queen of Cups here. Maybe you didn't give them something they wanted, or you didn't let them get away with their bad behavior. Either way, they're trying to ruin your reputation. Rest assured, your reputation will stay intact. Silence can be effective, but this is not that kind of situation. Get loud and let them have a taste of your bitch fire. Please, no violence. Just say that what they are saying is not truth, and share with others how it really is. That's how you stand up for yourself, not with violence, please. Be a civilized person and just say something. Just speak your mind as best as you can without being violent about it. And then you also have number 12, expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval, number 12. Expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. People will always have their own expectations of who they think you should be. Their opinions are almost always based on restrictive societal norms and therefore are extremely unrealistic. No matter what they tell you, remember that you have permission to be whoever it is you most wish to be. You don't need anyone else's approval, only yours. So part number 2, this is everything that I have for you. I hope that this helped you. I hope that you enjoyed it. I wish you all the best, and I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye bye. And part number 3, you chose the orange dice and the rose quartz, and this is going to be your reading from Messages from Your Inner Child. And I will be starting with your tarot cards. I'm going to shuffle them, and then I will have, after reading the tarot cards, I will be getting the oracle cards to give advices for you from your inner child. And yeah, just a little warning, I am currently in the midst of learning the correct meanings of the tarot cards, so I will be reading out from the guidebook. I hope that you can be patient with me as I am learning them, because I'm bad at memorizing and it's a lot. So I hope that you also learn with me throughout this journey right now of me becoming a better tarot reader. So, giving it a good shuffle so that we can start getting our cards. Okay, at the back of the deck we have the Queen of Swords. I will talk about this card later after we finish with the 3 here. We have the Moon in reverse, the 2 of Cups, and the 3 of Coins, and I need to hide spots. So, okay. Let me get a sip of water because my throat is a little bit dry. So I'm going to start with the moon and we will go on forth like this. So the moon in reverse keywords are inconstancy, risk, uncertainty, confusion. You are in a state of confusion. If you are asking about your career, there is uncertainty. If you are asking about love and relationship, it is highly volatile and an emotional period. There is instability. Invisible pulls from the external are affecting the tides of your situation to your detriment. There is risk of misunderstandings in the relationship. If the moon appears in reverse and you are contemplating a high-risk move or venture, they should be advised not to take it. You should be conservative and stable as possible right now. The moon in reverse suggests great fluctuations, high risk of harm, confusion, and inconstancy. Therefore, you need to find a way to lower the risk for the matter at hand. When the moon appears in reverse, the moon depicted on the card is waning, which may suggest that matters will come to a closure for you. The resolution of your state of confusion is everything that rises must converge, suggesting that the rising tides of your situation will soon come to a head and the significance will become apparent. Revelation will be had. The repressed latent will always surface, and any strong intentions to repress will cause a violent surfacing. It is a particularly intriguing segue into the sun. Whatever that last thing was. But currently your inner child is advising you to not take any risk, to first be stable, and that things will come to a closure. I'm not sure exactly what type of closure this is, but yeah. Basically what I have read. But I think it may be relationship-wise because we have the Two of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. And they do have something related to relationships. So, the Two of Cups upright is... Keywords are friendship, affinity, and cooperation. The Two of Cups is about harmony, cooperation, and two compatible personalities. It is a card of soulmates, people whose fate and karma are intertwined. The card represents two individuals who work well together. The lion's head atop the caduceus represents the combined strength of the two working cooperatively. It symbolizes the power of alliance. For some tarot practitioners, the caduceus suggests a sense of healing. Figuratively, the card can also represent the harmony and balance of our internal dichotomies. When a reading is about love, the card could indicate the start of a new romance and mutual attraction. The romance will have a strong friendship element to it. The relationship will be one of healing. The couple is well balanced. When a reading is not about love, the card indicates friendship and harmonious collaboration with one other individual. That will bring fulfillment to both. It shows two people working together out of mutual respect and love for each other. The caduceus, I hope I pronounced, wand, is symbolic of commerce. In a question about work, there may be a genuine alliance that will yield great fruition and advantage to you. The red lion's head represents strength and character. The Two of Cups can be thought of as the best friend card. If there has been a great deal of conflict and quarreling in your relationship, romantic or otherwise, the appearance of Two of Cups indicates reconciliation. So things will get better. From here, where things were unstable and unsure, things are, with the Two of Cups, are healing, are getting better. Now to the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles upright keywords are endorsement, recognition. This card frequently appears in spreads for artists and craftsmen. Skills and abilities will be rewarded. In the card imagery, the artisan is standing higher, and he has the undivided attention of both the friar and the noblewoman. You will gain approval and applause from their peers. Long overdue recognition is coming. The Three of Pentacles is the card of validation. You are being recognized for your merits. Note that many have interpreted the rose embedded into the archway as representing membership into a secret fraternity or society. In questions related to work, you could be finally gaining recognition within a professional organization or institution. So it looks like things are going to take time before you get the fruition out of it, because we do have here the secrecy, the unstable thing, and the warning from your inner child to not take any risks, because there is going to be healing. There will be a partnership, a friendship, where both of you will work hard and complement each other, and the long-lasting recognition will come from the hard work, if this is work related. So the Queen of Swords here was at the back of the deck, and I've learned that the back of the deck means that this is the outcome of the situation. So the Queen of Swords keywords are astute, high achieving, executive, striking. The most incisive of the four queens, she is intensely perceptive, quick and confident, perhaps childless. She is a strong, indomitable character. She can bear her own sorrows. There is a tendency to be pessimistic. She does not like to show her weakness to others. She is highly astute and reads personalities accurately. People will not fool her easily. She is fiercely independent. The Queen of Swords values structure, order, and tasteful, organized, standardized beauty. The Queen is shown from the side profile only, and the dense low-level clouds suggest a woman who is hard to get to know. Others find her difficult to read. They may even find her intimidating. The butterflies symbolize beauty and metamorphosis. This is a woman who became the way she is today, of her daunting stature, because at one point early in her life she was vulnerable and insecure about her self-worth. The story of her transformation mirrors that of the caterpillar to butterfly. This is a woman who knows sorrow. Figuratively, could indicate strong, effective nurturing of politics and ambitions. From French playing card tradition, the Queen of Swords is said to correspond with Athina. Hi. It's not me, but the Greek goddess. And this is in tarot. The card could call to mind the traits historically associated with the goddess of warfare, justice, and divine intelligence. The single black bird flying above the Queen's crown represents her high intelligence and high ideals. Air dominant, the Queen of Swords is ambitious, sometimes controversial, prone to steer controversy with her words, a bit argumentative, but rational, intelligent, bright, and articulate individual. Could signify Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. So either this is you or a person that will appear in your life after this situation has happened. So now I will be pulling 2 cards from this oracle deck to give you some advices from your inner child. So, you have the advice, trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So your inner child is saying, hey, time is not running out. Please don't rush into things. Just ride the wave that you are currently coming on and wait for the timing. The timing will come. Everything will be... Basically, in other words, divine timing. Just trust the timing of the universe. If things will work out, you're not running out of time. Everything is going according to plan. You just have to trust a little bit and have more faith that things are unfolding as they should. Then the other advice here with this card is Star Family. You're part of a team of souls called in support. Oh, I love this card with the 2 of Cups. I'm going to be reading this one out of the guidebook because it is such a beautiful meaning that the guidebook has to this card. At some stage, we were each a part of a soul cluster, a gathering of souls who broke away from one another to experience themselves individually. Those who are part of your soul cluster are part of your star family. Your star family are those souls who are cut from a similar cosmic cloth. You haven't just experienced lifetimes together. Your souls were once actually one. It's very common for star family members to incarnate at similar times, to work with anchoring a similar frequency of light, and to cross paths with each other. You know that someone is part of your star family when you feel like you know and remember them from the moment you meet. They feel instantly familiar and comfortable. Time both passes quickly and stretches when you are with them. You feel more yourself when with them than with anyone else. It can sometimes feel like looking in the mirror because in a way you are. Often you'll go out of your way to help those in your star family, instinctively, knowing it's part of your path. When a star family member dies, you feel it very deeply, regardless of how long you knew them. A certain soul mourning or soul breaking a course. Think about the people in your life. Who do you feel is part of your star family? If this card comes up in a spread, it's likely that you've met someone who is part of your star family or you are about to. Questions for you to reflect upon and find the answer within you is to the questions: who do you think is from the same star family as you? And how can you call upon them for support? I feel strongly that this is related to the 2 of Cups. It did say soulmates. And star family basically is another way of soulmates. But I like to call them your soul family instead of star family or soulmates. Because soulmates somehow in spirituality has lost its real meaning, and everyone thinks it is a soulmate is someone romantic, but it isn't. It's not always romantic, but somehow people forgot about it. So that's why I tend to say soul family. So let's get 2 more cards with this deck to get more advices for you, pile number 3, from your inner child. Oops, that was bad shuffling. I'll be, by the way, reading it out from the guidebook because I find the guidebook really good. It is to the point, and most of the time I don't have anything more to add to it, so just lean back and enjoy. So the first advice you have is number 15, garden. Something lovely will grow from this. Ooh. I have to say, I never got this card before, so I even don't know what it means. Garden. Something lovely will grow from this. Either we sit around and dwell on our pain, or we learn how to grow something lovely out of it. Ready or not, it's time for the next chapter of your life. Do the thing you feel you most need to do in order to aid your healing, even if it feels selfish. Sometimes it needs to be a little selfish in order for it to work in the long run. Worry about focusing on you for now. Oh, that's such a nice message. And really, sometimes we have to prioritize ourselves first before we can be of help to someone else. Then we have 11, sun. Paint the sun back into your sky. That's also such a lovely card. Sun. Paint the sun back into your sky. Don't build a home that will come crumbling down if a single person walks out of the front door. When it comes down to it, we can't depend on other people to make us feel happy or fulfilled. The fact is that people are going to leave from time to time, and you're the only one who's guaranteed to stay. Take the time to find sources of joy outside of your loved ones. You deserve happiness that lasts. So pile number 3, this is everything that I have for you. I hope that it was of help. I hope that you liked it. Thank you for sticking with me till the end, and I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye bye!